you can play the game. You have a bunch of stars, a lot of planets to choose from. Now these are all different. These are the way
hundreds and hundreds of planets.
The way Thomas has created the planets is there's different color oceans, different color land types, different mesas, and different flora.
But you are in charge of creating the planets?
Yeah, I'm in charge of making sure, like, I lead a team of dudes that, like, will make, like, so we make all the planets. Every time you play it, will look different, will feel different.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's up to you. You can pick whichever style you want. Like, I think I'm going to make some really aggressive guys. I want to pick a big red, fiery red planet, or I want to pick a peaceful planet here. And when you start out the game, these will be grayed out at first, and this will be unlocked. But as you progress through the levels, you've unlocked each of these game modes, and from then on, you can go straight in to a certain one that you like.
So we know that some players will like some levels other than others, right? Like some people just want to play Cell, or other players just want to play Space. Some players just want to play Tribe. So we will allow players to, like, jump in and out wherever they want.
Sort of same beginning every time, or?
Yeah, the beginning is just like a small cinematic.
But the planet that you see is the planet you've chosen.
Okay. Oh, hey, how are you? Good.
They take a look at the planet here. You know, it's the planet you picked. I picked a nice green.
What's really cool is that the planet is the same planet used for all the games. So you start to get the power of 10 feel, where at the beginning the area is really small, and as you, like, progress and take over the world, you can see more and more of the planet, and you notice, like, certain geographic locations are all the same.
Okay.
So I'm diving down here. You know, the idea is you crash landed on an asteroid, start out with a little stealth feature, and when you first start out, we don't know what kind of player we're expecting. So some might be passive, some might be aggressive kind of players. We try to cater to both. So as on the screen, what you see here is the choice. You can start eating plants, or you can start eating other creatures. And based on that, the game will adapt to you in a way that the response.
So, for example, if you're really aggressive, and you play really aggressive, the game will know that, right? And it'll unlock aggressive things for you. If you play really social or passive, so if you play aggressive, you'll become like a carnivore. If you play really passive, you'll be an herbivore. And if you play like something where in between, you'll be an omnivore. So you sort of get like these like bits that are set along the way. So as you get to like creature, tribe, and the civ, you'll start to like unlock different things. Like you can become like a religious civilization, or a cultural civilization, or like a more militaristic civilization.
So based on the creature you picked at the beginning, is this like the beginning of that creature, and it's different for every creature you pick?
The game starts out like really small, and then it expands, like the possibility space like expands like rapidly. So the things that you do to your creatures, the way you play the game, would dictate the rest of the game.
Okay.
So as you can see, the game continuously surprises you, right? You can have like the caveman guys in the background. You have fighting robots with Pikachus running around. It's just like completely amazing and random, and you get like epic creatures, like giant creatures that romp around like Tyrannosaurus Rex or King Kongs, or
we have snake charmers over here.
Snake charmers. So the game is like every time you play it, it continuously surprises you.
You're never gonna know what's around the corner. It's just always gonna surprise you. And basically, also based on these guys are populating in, so not only do they look really different, but because of the parts that they have, they're gonna react to you differently. So some guys will just when they are aggressive, they'll charge, or some guys will only use distance attacks. So you'll get a lot of not only aesthetic variation, you get a lot of behavior differences.
Wait, so it's a single-player game, but all the creatures that other people have created are in your game.
Yes, that's why they call it a massively single-player game.
Again, the community is like super important for the game, right? So we're essentially making a social networking site for gamers that play Spore, right? So ability to share, ability to chat, ability to talk to each other, that's like really huge for us.
When they make their creatures, they can post comments on each other's. You just like, oh,
it's really good.
Be really good. Maybe you should change this little bit. That's where a lot of the social aspect comes from.
But so how come the game? Oh, because it's constant updates, and if people add more characteristics and more creatures, then suddenly you have so many creatures in your game. Is there a limit on how many creatures per game?
Well, no. So like already in our test database here, we have 2,000 creatures. in that Sporpedia,
2,000?
yeah, and in the Sporpedia that we saw, that's not the limit. That's what we have, right? That's what we've brought here. We released a creature creator only like 3-4 weeks ago, right? We are already almost 2 million creatures.
1 million the first week. We'll say that we surpassed the number of creatures, known creatures, like on our
Known species.
So we're on our planet.
In just a few weeks, it's incredible. So, and that's just creatures. We only released a creature creator. As the game gets released in a couple of months, we're gonna have vehicles, buildings, UFOs.
You have a music editor, so you can make your own music.
We're gonna have an insane amount of content. That's completely unprecedented. So I'm gonna head back to my
Tribe. So you're building your tribe, and you're hunting, you're gathering.
Now, these guys happen to be carnivores, so I'm gonna want weapons. So I'm gonna outfit my tribe here. My tribe here, I can purchase tools. I've yet to unlock these other ones. So as I play the game, as I conquer other tribes, I will unlock some of these other tools.
Okay.